Um, okay, devotees, we will begin class now. Is that okay, Om Prabhuji? Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, now we can.
Okay, devotees, like always, before we start our class, today's session, we will offer our prayers to Sri Guru and Gauranga, and as soon as we're done with that, we'll jump right on into it. Okay. So we'll offer our prayers. Okay. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनाशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दिनतारणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वरं हरि ओं तत्सत्। वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुदैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनन्तकोटि वैष्णववृन्द की जय, श्री प्रभुपाद श्री गुरुदेव की जय। जय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। Hare Krishna, everyone. Welcome to day two of our Parents Worthy of Worship seminar. So I'm really grateful to each and every one of you. So you can join us tonight. Thank you for giving us your valuable time. And before I start, I would like your blessings and your permission so I can do justice with the time you've given me. Okay. Can the host please allow participant screen sharing so I can share my screen? Okay, I think I can share it now. Okay. Everybody can see my screen? Yes? Okay. Very nice. Okay, so once again, welcome to this to the day two of Parents Worthy of Worship. So before we can learn new things, we will go back. We'll take a step back and we'll see how many of you have done your homework. So did everybody do their homework? So I know Aswiyat, we are very excited, right? Okay, Tapta Kanchani has done, Nancy Mataji. Okay, very nice. I cannot give a chance to everyone, but I'll try to give as many people as I can. Okay, Tapta Kanchani, starting with you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
I helped my mom in getting the vegetables and doing the shopping, and I cleaned the kitchen. So my mom was very proud of me. She said that you've grown older and you can do things by yourself now. Hare Krishna.
And you forgot the homework. And what did you feel when you did it? What did you feel? Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, okay, that was very nice. Actually, Tapta Kanchani does this every day almost. She's my sister. I live with her, so I know. So she does this every time, and this is a very great way to gain the blessings. Helping your mom and dad around the house things that make your life easier, make it easier for them. Okay. Nancy Mataji.
Hare Krishna everyone, Danvat Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Actually, from past few days, I've taken up seva for cooking dinner every single day. So my mom, especially my mom, felt surprised and she was like, "Did the sun rises rose from the west or something like that?" And I felt genuinely responsible and very happy that my mom's satisfied. Like she's proud of me. That's why I felt very happy. Thank you so much,
Yes.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Well,
Okay.
who are taking responsibility of cooking also make sure that you are safe in the kitchen while especially around the boiled milk, boiled water, hot oil, etc., etc. Yeah, so it's a we have to do it with a lot of emotion and sentiment. At the same time, we have to use our knowledge and intelligence also. Yeah. Thank you, thank you. Please, Asvi Advi ko allow karo Chaitanya. They are doing a
Yes,
bhangra for
yes,
so
yes.
long.
Yes, yes. Okay. Asvi, go ahead.
Krishna. I helped my parents. I kept all the clothes in the cupboard. And I helped her. She felt very happy and said, "Thank you so much, dear." I felt happy. I have made this all.
Hare bol. Wow. Asvi, apparently they first of all, they have a lot of talent. I cannot draw too well. And then they always have a time to always draw. They have a draw, they make art all the time, even in kids' class. And
Very
that's
true,
really
very
nice. Yes. Thank you very much. And okay, devotees, thank you very much. I'm so sorry I cannot take everyone. We have to stay on
Chaitanya,
time.
another sister is also waiting to share something.
Sorry?
Asfi or Advi, one of them, the one with the orange outfit. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yes. Unmute yourself. Wait, you're already unmuted. Yes. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I helped my mother by folding clothes. After doing, my mother becomes very happy and I feel happy to help her. Hare
Hari
Krishna.
Bol. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. You see, everybody is happy. You're happy, mom's happy, everybody's happy. Okay.
Sorry,
Amazing.
kids. We cannot give opportunity to everyone, but we have 2 or 3 more quests in the day. So the one who have shared their homework, I would say that try to give opportunity to other devotees to participate in other activity. And whatever you have done by doing so, you have attracted a lot of blessing and grace from Krishna as well as from your mother and father. Please continue this service. This service is not meant only for 7 days. 7 days is meant only to get used to that kind of service, but keep it lifelong. Do anything and everything that you do to please your parents. Yeah. Thank you. Chaitanya, your floor, please.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So before we continue, also I just wanted to check up on you. As you might remember, yesterday we said what I expect from you. So what did I expect from you? You chant one extra round. Did everybody do that for your parents? Did everybody do that? No, no one. Okay. At least you before leaving somewhere or coming back from somewhere, did you touch your parents' feet? Someone? Raise your hands. Come on. Okay, yeah, there's someone. Oh, nice. Okay. Yes, Asviyadvi. Very good job. Nandini Mataji, amazing. Pragati Mataji, Khushbu Mataji, Taptakanchini. Okay, very nice. Tanishka Didi, Vanshika Didi, Rajiv Prabhuji. Very nice. Good job. Okay, so you're you're filling up my expectations. So do not raise the bar. Okay, keep it to some place or else I'll raise the bar. Okay. Okay, very nice. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for doing that. Do that every day. It's very important. Okay. 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 So before we go ahead and we learn something new, we'll have a quick recap so we can stay in tune, and so we can stay in the timeline, and it's easier for us to understand, and we can remember where we stopped, and now we will see where we will continue. So yesterday's icebreaker was we all must blank our parents. So in that blank, many of you said respect. Sorry?
Worship.
Yes, worship.
Worship.
Yes. So many of you said respect, many of you said love, many of you said listen to. So all of those were good answers. You're supposed to do that. You're supposed to respect your parents. You're supposed to love your parents. You're supposed to listen to your parents. Okay? You must be obedient to your parents, like I believe as we said, you should do all of that, but that is the bare minimum. But what should we do? We should worship our parents. Our parents are worshipable. Who are the three worshipable people? Our Guru, Lord Krishna, and our parents. So we all must worship them. Okay. Then we learned about the letter W from the acronym worship. And what was the letter W? What was it? It's a rhetorical question.
Wisdom.
There's no answer.
Wisdom.
Yes, yes. So it is the wisdom. We must always seek and we must value the wisdom that is coming from our elders or from our parents.
Parents.
Yes. And also we learned, we also understood how the blessings and the wisdom from our parents are necessary to grow, not only in the spiritual life but also in the material life. It is this is priceless. Blessings and wisdom, you cannot put a price on it. Okay, everybody's with me, we can continue. Okay, very nice. Okay, so okay, so today's icebreaker, it's you have to scratch your head for this. So so it is my I fill in the blanks. Okay, so my behavior with my parents will be based on dash, dash, and dash. Okay, I will give you 1 minute. Scratch your heads and then come back to me. Raise your hands. Okay. Okay, go ahead. I'll just give you 1 minute. Okay, it's not been 1 minute, but I'm bored, so we'll continue. Tab tak Kanchini, you can start off with your answer.
My behavior with my parents will be based on love, respect, and honor.
Amazing. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful, amazing answer. My behavior with my parents will be based on love, respect, and honor. Amazing answer. Asvi, Advi. Okay, Advi can go first and then Asvi.
My behavior with my parents will be based on love, worship, and gratitude.
Okay, so love, worship, and gratitude. That's what you will base your behavior on. Okay, and Asvi,
Respect, love, and worship.
respect, love, and worship. Amazing. Kiranya, I'm sorry. Again, I cannot give the floor to everyone. I am so sorry to disappoint you. Yes, Kiranya, go ahead.
Hey Krishna, my behavior with my parents will be love, worship, and
Yes.
sharing.
Sharing respect. Okay, so your behavior, my behavior with my parents will be based on love. Sorry, pardon me, respect and sharing. Okay, sure, amazing. And some of people in the chat are saying love, honesty, respect, honest, love, and polite, gratitude, kindness, all amazing answers. But okay, so there is no right or wrong answer, but I'm telling you the best possible answer. Okay, so that best possible answer is Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra. Okay, so before you behave in a certain way, before you tell your mama, oh, close the door, leave me alone. Think, will Sadhu approve? Will the Vaishnavas approve of this? Will they approve this? If it is no,
Can you repeat that? What we should do before our behavior with
yes.
parents?
So Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra. Okay, okay. So we should think. So Sadhu is not approving. Okay, so that's already 1 point gone. Okay, let me see. Will Shastra approve it? No, I don't think so. I don't think anywhere in the Shastra it is told to scold your mom and dad. Right? Yes, and will Guru approve? right? Will your mentor approve? If you go ask your mentor or you go ask your guru and you say, can I scold at my mother or can I scold at my dad? Will he say yes? If he does, go ahead. But if he doesn't or if she doesn't, please do not behave in that way. So, and not only your behavior with your parents, it should be any decision in your life. You have to think, does sadhu approve it, does shastra approve it, and does guru approve it? If yes, continue. If no, then it's probably not the best decision. Okay, everybody with me? Okay, amazing, amazing. Okay, so today we'll be continuing with our acronym, which is worship. So yesterday we completed W, and today we'll move on to O. And O is for obedience. Respect their guidance through loving obedience. Okay, and as you can see at the bottom of the screen, there is one personality, and he is our hero for today. And do you know who that personality is? That is Dharmaraj himself, that is King Yudhishthir. Okay, he will be our hero for today. Okay, so before we go into philosophy, before we understand this, I want to I want to tell you what is obedience according to the Oxford English Dictionary. Okay, so the Oxford English Dictionary says obedience is compliance with an order, request, or law, or submission to another's authority. And even if you go to a school, there is good habits, bad habits. There is a section probably in your English book, right? Good habits and bad habits. And what is there? So first of all, there is no do not pick your nose, do not bite your nails. But the best of all is be obedient to your parents. Okay, so that is very important. And if we see in this sentence that Oxford English Dictionary tells us, it already, if you have to be obedient with your parents, it already shows your parents are an authority. They are an authority. So our parents guidance is meant to protect us. It is meant to protect us, and usually we don't immediately see the benefit, right? It's maybe in a long run, but we don't immediately see the benefit. The nature of a human being has become that we want instant sense gratification, right? We want instant pleasure, right? So, and the yesterday I was discussing with my father actually that if you want to grow your business, all you have to do is just comply with the laziness of a human being. So instant noodles, instant delivery, right? You don't have to go to the shop, you don't have to walk, right? So all of this to so if you're lazy, basically you want the immediate sense gratification. And because our parents guidance, we do not immediately see this. It's not instant, like instant noodles, right? It's not instant. That is why we don't want to do it, but we must do it. And ignoring or completely saying no to this, to the instructions of our parents, it will often lead to regrets. Not just regret, repeated regrets. Like yesterday we see the example of how if a person tells you do not put your hand in the fire, your hand will burn, and then you put your hand in the fire. Why? Out of curiosity and out of outright foolishness. You put your hand, you get burned. It's like, oh, maybe this is the first time. Maybe it's just one time, and then you try again. And then finally, after many, many attempts, you understand that your hand will burn if you put it in the fire. And life is too short. Life is too short for that. Okay? And so if someone is telling you to put your hand in the fire, and if someone is telling you don't put your hand in the fire, don't put your hand in the fire, you will listen to the first person. Why? Because we are foolish and we do not have the experience. Okay, being smart does not mean you just study very well. It also needs the experience. Okay, and we will be understanding that today also. Okay, so have you ever felt like your parents, when they ask you to do something, it feels very unfair or feels very unnecessary. I think you have done. I think you've felt this many times. So we teens, as teens and as young adults, we want freedom, we want independence, because we think we're old enough. But obedience, it is actually about the trust. It is actually about the protection. Okay. So if you're obedient and you're listening to someone, if you're listening to someone that has experience, it will increase their trust for you and it will protect you. Okay. So that, and we will be using Yudhishthir Maharaj as our hero, because he is known as Dharmaraj. He is literally the king of dharma, and he will show us how true greatness is in obeying the parents with love. Okay. Okay, very nice. So everybody knows the Google Maps. We will be using this analogy a lot, because our parents are like the road map. So the Google Maps, we use it for the directions. We trust it even if we don't know the road. If you want to go somewhere, you will pull up Google Maps and you're not sure, right? You can, of course, you can have that doubt, um, that, oh, what if they're bringing us to a secret base where they're going to kidnap us. No, we don't think like that, right? We even we trust it even if we do not know the roads. So we can do the same with our parents. If we want to go somewhere and our parents say it is that way, we go that way. We do not see, oh, maybe there's a shortcut this way, oh, maybe it's a simpler way this way. No, we listen to someone that knows. Okay. Okay, so we as a citizen, or we as a civilized human being, I hope, we are bound to rules, right? So we go anywhere. We go to school, we go to college, we go to university, and of course, there is the law of the government, right, are all around us, right? And as citizens, we are bound to rules. You can. But with parents, it is completely voluntary. It's a complete. You have to be a complete volunteer. So the being obedient to the parent, it is individual, spontaneous, and it is volunteer, right? So if we break one of the rules, or we break one of the laws, what happens? If you're in school, you will be suspended. If you are in the office, you will be fired. If you are in the college or the university, you will be kicked out, right? And if you messed up with the law and you messed up with the laws of the government, what will happen? You will go to jail or you will have a huge fine. But if we don't listen to parents, what happens? Worst that can happen, that your parents maybe give you two chatas or they scream at you, nothing else, because they love us. They won't do anything bad at us, and that is why we take it as granted. Okay, so we take the love of our parents as granted. So, and that is completely unfair, that is injustice towards parents, right? Your parents, someone that cares for you, they're looking out for you, and then what happens? We just, we just rub it off the shoulder. No, that is not how it's supposed to work. It is normal now, but that is not how it's supposed to work. So we know the story of King Yudhishthira and the five Pandavas. They were uh, they were gambling, right? Everybody knows that story. So after the dice game, Yudhishthira, along with his four brothers and his wife, were forced into the exile. They were banished from the kingdom. Okay? And Yudhishthira, he could have protested. Why? Because he had the right to the throne. But he accepted it. And he did not even have that agony within, or that revenge, that he wanted to avenge himself. No, he was completely calm and he accepted it because his elders' words were binding. Because Dhritarashtra told him, because Bhishma Pitama, he let there be and he did not argue. He thought, who am I to argue? Right? He established that that we as youngers, we are smaller. And if a person like Bhishma Pitama is not saying, who am I to say? So he left without even the other four brothers. They were angry, right? Arjuna was very angry. Bhimsen, he was the angriest. He was really angry for the injustice that happened to them, for the injustice that happened to their wife, right? But Yudhishthira did not do anything. So he was obedient. This is so, and I don't think we will be ever put into a situation like that. All that will happen is that your parents will tell you to do something. Wash the dishes, sweep the floor. Do it. They're not banishing you from a kingdom. They're not sending you to the forest, right? So please, okay? So there is a story of the Rajasuya Yagya. Okay, so Rajasuya Yagya is it's a very big deal actually. That means the entire world, every king has, without any revolt or without any protest, has agreed that you have the right to become emperor. And not only the world, the demigods, everyone. If Suryadev or if Indradev, they say that, oh, no, I don't think he's fit to be a king, he's just a normal human being. You cannot be the emperor of the world. So to inaugurate for you being the emperor of the world, you have to do the Rajasuya Yagya. Okay? And what happened was that Shishupal, we know the story of Shishupal, na? He got 100 chances, he ran out of the chances. When he came there, he was not only blaspheming Krishna, because Krishna can take that. If someone screams at the Lord, if someone, it does not diminish his position. He will still remain the supreme personality of Godhead, no matter what. But once you start blaspheming the devotees, it's over. That's like the last. You stepped over the line. And Krishna, he chopped off along with his Sudarshan chakra. He's chopped off Shishupal's head, and he chopped it in such an artistic way that the none of the blood was dropped on the ground. Because if it was dropped, if it dripped on the ground, what would happen was that they cannot continue the yagya. Or this is for any yagya, not just Rajasuya yagya. So even though there was no blood dripping on the ground, Narad Muni, that was a special guest invited there, along with Brahma, Durvasa Muni, and everyone else. He was a special guest. And he said that even though no blood fell on the ground, there was still bloodshed, and it is inauspicious, and we cannot continue. And King Yudhishthira, he agreed to that. He did not only agreed to this, he actually proved Narad Muni's point even further. He said, three things, they bring inauspiciousness in our life or in anything we do, any endeavors, right? First is using lie or twisting the truth as a tool to get away with something or to get something, right? That brings inauspiciousness.
I'm so
Then,
sorry, Chetan. Please begin
yes,
from the beginning.
with the
What
beginning.
point? From the point one, yeah.
Okay. Yes. So first thing that brings inauspiciousness in life is lie and twisting the truth as a tool to get away with something or to get something. Okay. Next, so that's the first point. Second point is not being forgiving. That also brings the inauspiciousness in any endeavor. And thirdly, is that when we don't listen to our elders, that immediately, without any second thought, Yamaraj and Krishna, they're like, okay, send the inauspiciousness in his life. So we have to listen to our elders. Then your life will remain auspicious. There will be no inauspiciousness. Right? Where there is no dark, there is light. And where there is light, so where there is dark, there is no light. And when there is light, there is no dark. Okay, so that's how it works. So always stay away from these three things, and especially when we don't listen to our elders. Okay, another very remarkable thing about Yudhishthir Maharaj is that he never disrespected Dhritarashtra. Even though Dhritarashtra was partial to Duryodhan, he was blinded by love, right? Forget about respecting Dhritarashtra. He worshipped him as if he was his own father or as if he was his parent. He worshipped Dhritarashtra. And he did not even think, his glance did not even go on to the fact that Dhritarashtra was partial towards Duryodhan. If a person has the right to the throne of Hastinapur, they would start a war to, and okay, I'm overwhelmed. Yes. So the throne in Hastinapur, they would start a war. Okay? They would start a war if they don't have a right to the throne. Yudhishthira was here and he worshipped Dhritarashtra even though he had the right towards the throne. So, again, we will never be put into a situation like that. All we will, or all that, oh, my mother and father love that sibling just a little bit more, right? And that is not even true. That is what we feel. I don't know where that comes from, but we feel that because as humans, the criticizing mentality is there. Okay, so we'll never be put into that situation like that. So please, worship your parents, be obedient to your parents. Nothing will go wrong. It will bring the auspiciousness in your life. Okay, and Yudhishthir Maharaj's obedience, it wasn't the weakness, it was the strength that was born from the humility and from the love. Sometimes, when if we are obedient to someone, what happens? We feel lowly, we feel that we are surrendering to them. But that is not true. It actually gives you a strength that becomes addicting. It becomes addicting after you get a taste of it, right? And that strength is born from the humility, that strength is born from the love. Okay. Okay. So, obeying the parents, sometimes it may feel like, sorry, okay, it's okay. Yes, so obeying the parents may feel like maybe losing freedom, losing the independence. How much freedom and independence do we have? So much, right? At the end of the day, Krishna is Swarat. Krishna is he's the only one that is fully independent. So we just have this much. We shouldn't care for it so much, right? It may feel like we're losing the freedom, but in reality it builds the character, it builds the trust, it builds the respect, and most importantly it fills up your blessings bank, right? So much blessings are given just by these chota mota things, right? Okay, amazing. So I'll share my screen once more. Okay, so this is a very common argument. So people, they may say that, wait, there are some things in the chat. Yes, so Raja Ram was obedient. Lord Ram was also obedient. Very good example. Very nice. Thank you very much, Asvi. So many a times we might come across the argument. Someone might say people may argue that teens and children, they can't cope up with their parents, because to cope up with your parents, what do you need? You need the intelligence and resilience. Everybody agrees, right? To cope up.
Prabhuji,
Sorry,
what is the meaning of cope?
cope means okay. So basically, you're running in a race, and then you have to cope up with the person that is in front of you. So you have to be on the same level. That's the simplest way I can put it. Okay. Okay. I hope that helped. Yes. So we need the intelligence and resilience, and just by saying this, that this already makes you affirm that you are not intelligent and you are definitely not resilient. Okay. So you're already affirming that with this statement. So until we develop that intelligence, until we develop that resilience, what do we have to do? We just have to listen to our parents, because that is the only way we can get from point A to point B. Okay? We have nothing else to tell us the way and except for our parents. Okay? Everybody with me? Okay? We can continue? Okay. Also, many a times there is a common argument that is given to me. Oh, Prabhuji, but my mom and dad, they don't even know what I'm studying. As far as professionalism goes, they don't even know what I'm doing. Then how am I supposed to be obedient then? Right? That is actually a very valid point. A very, very valid point. But to every point, there is always a room for a debate. And let me prove my point of being obedient. I'm going to name you four people that are very famous, that are very successful, and that you probably know at the back of your head, right? You know, not even the back of your, the front of your head, in front of your head. So so everybody knows who is Amitabh Bachchan, right? You would probably know him if you don't live under a rock, right? And I don't think anybody lives under a rock. So everybody knows Amitabh Bachchan, right? He is the Bollywood actor. Okay. Anybody knows Nelson Mandela? No? Yes? Okay, some of you don't. Nelson Mandela is of the former president of South Africa, and also a very historic person because he is the first black president of South Africa. Okay, everybody knows Sachin Tendulkar, right? Again, if you live under a rock, you would probably not know him, but he is one of the best cricketers, or if not the best cricketer in the whole wide world, in the history of the universe, right? So we know him as the best or one of the best. And then yesterday we also learned about Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, right? The former president and a scientist, a nuclear scientist from India's history. And all of these four are highly celebrated celebrities. They're highly celebrated people. And they are, most of all, they have been guided by their parents. So let me tell you something. Amitabh Bachchan's parents, not parents, his dad. Who is that? Anybody knows? No, yes, Om Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Broji, Harivansh Rai Bachchan.
Yes, Harivansh Rai Bachchan. So Harivansh Rai Bachchan, as we know, he was a Hindi poet, and he had nothing to do with the professionalism with Amitabh Bachchan. He was not there in the entertainment industry, in the film industry, and Amitabh Bachchan wanted to go there, right? So he had nothing to do. These are like diametrically opposed, right? So one is a writing and one is a acting. The two different things. And Harivansh Rai Bachchan couldn't help him there, but he could always console him. Years later, when Amitabh Bachchan became Amitabh Bachchan, what would he say? He would always say that whenever I would face the failure, when I would break down, my father would come. He would write poems for me, and he'll send me them, and then he will console me, right? And he says that he made me who I am. Okay, so Amitabh Bachchan. Second one, Nelson Mandela. So Nelson Mandela, his father was Gadla Henry. Okay, so first of all, Nelson Mandela was LLB, and his father was completely illiterate. He did not know a word of English. He did not know how to speak properly, right? So the but he was aristocratic. He was from an aristocratic family, and he was the leader of his tribe. And that is where Nelson Mandela got his where he got his leadership qualities. Nelson Mandela once he told the crowd during an interview that his father, he would go in the, like, there is a board meeting, right? So you would go there for the benefit of the tribe. Some people would assemble, the leaders, and they would speak on what to do and what not to do. And he was the tribe leader, Gadla Henry. He was the tribe leader. But funny enough, he would speak after everybody else, how little they may be. They would speak before Gadla Henry. And Nelson Mandela, he saw that his father, he's speaking at the end and he's the tribe leader. So after the meeting was finished, he went and asked. He went and asked his father, and his father said, two reasons why I speak last. First is what? First is that I can gain the wisdom. Whatever is going on, I can understand. And second, so some people they don't feel belittled by me. Okay? And after so long, after Nelson Mandela, he literally became the not the leader of a tribe of the same tribe, right? He became the leader of South Africa, and years later, he still uses that technique. Okay, so although they're on two different levels, one is illiterate and one is so prolific, he's so scholarly, but his father always helped him, and he says, I am myself because of my father. Same with Sachin Tendulkar, right? His father. Anybody else would like to give a try? Some people raise their hand. Okay. Yes, Bhanupriya. Who is the father of um, Sachin Tendulkar?
Hare Krishna, Ramesh Tendulkar.
Yes, wonderful. Okay. I am so glad to know nobody lives under a rock. Thank you. Okay. So, Ramesh Tendulkar. And first of all, Ramesh Tendulkar was a Marathi novelist and he was a teacher. And who is Sachin Tendulkar? Sportsman, right?
Cricketer.
Yes, he's a cricketer. And those two do not match at all. Okay, I understand with Harivansh Rai Bachchan and Amitabh Bachchan, they were both in art, right? Art industry. But these two, they have nothing in common, like zero, zip zap. But Ramesh Tendulkar, he would always guide Sachin Tendulkar for, to not only become the best of the best in cricket, but to be the best of the best person. And the person, who is a person? A person is someone that reciprocates love, right? That is the person. That is the true meaning of person. And not only on the pitch, even off the pitch, Sachin Tendulkar is known as a great person, right? And he gives all the credit to his father. And and then we know Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, right? He's a nuclear scientist, and you know who his father is? A normal coconut vendor, right?
They were very poor that time when he was
Yes,
born.
yes, yes. So, from there he rose. How? By the guidance of his father.
He used the
His
lantern to study. He does not have light also.
Yes, yes, very nice. Aswad, we are encyclopedia. If anybody needs to know something, they need to put a ask me badge here, right? So if anybody has a question, they just ask Aswad. Okay. So Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. So he was um, he was a bit nervous to step out of Tamil Nadu to continue his higher studies. And in his father, he empowered him. Do not stop here. Continue. Do whatever it takes. Okay. So these four people, they not only succeeded, they became the father of succeeding. And we're here crying about how they're not smart enough, they don't know what I'm doing. Please, please listen to your parents. They probably know a lot because these people, they definitely benefited from that. Okay? Okay, you make a promise to me. You listen to your parents. And as we know, their parents are the representatives of Krishna. They're the representative. Even if they say something wrong, that is not relevant, or that might seem even stupid, listen to them because Krishna will make it come true. He will see that this guy, he's gaining so many blessings. And then he sees how much blessings you have gained, and according to that, he makes it, whatever they said, true, come true. Okay, it might sound like out of a fairy tale, someone says something and it becomes true. No, trust me, this is real. Okay. Anyways, we are just the dream of Lord Vishnu, right? In many places in the Bhagavatam, we are mentioned as the dream. Some places mentioned as a dream, some places we mentioned we're real. It's basically up to philosophy. But we are basically living a fairy tale. This life is nothing short of a miracle, right? We have the lungs that can help us breathe, right? We have a liver that works, and it all works so perfectly. It's nothing short of a miracle. So believe in them. Okay, everybody with me? Yes, we can continue. Okay, very nice. So let's see what the Shastras have to say about this. What the Shastras have to say about obeying our parents. So this is from Mahabharata, Anushasan Parva 106.17. And two heroes are talking. And do you know who those two heroes are? Pitama Bhishma and Yudhishthir Maharaj. Pitama Bhishma is explaining to King Yudhishthir what protecting and obeying the parents is like. Okay, so can I request someone to unmute? Sorry, not unmute. Raise their hand and repeat after me. Okay, Asvi or Advi? Which one? Okay, we have.
Advi.
Yes, we have two more verses. I'll allow the rest of you to recite after me. Sorry, who's going to speak?
Advi.
Advi. Okay. Okay, you can repeat after me. Okay, and everybody, although you will be mute, please repeat after me. So this is like a affirmation, so it gets stuck in our brain. Okay. Matra Pitra Samrakshanam
Pitra Samrakshanam
Atmana Paramam Phalam
Atmana Paramam Phalam
Yesham Cha Niyamam Na Kurumsh
Yesham Chanayam Mamkar
Tesham Loka Vinashanam.
Tesham Loka Vinashanam. Hare Krishna. Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So the translation is, the meaning is, protecting and obeying mother and father is the highest fruit. Those who neglect their instructions bring destruction upon themselves. And this is not just random person speaking. This is Pitama Bhishma. And from yesterday, we probably have learned how smart he is, right? And if he's saying, we have to listen. It's like a necessity. So he is saying that protecting and obeying the mother and father is the highest fruit one can attain. Okay? So that is like, everybody knows that the best fruit on the mango tree grows where? Where does the best fruit grow on the tree? Anybody knows?
Mango tree only because it cannot grow on any other trees.
No, okay, sure. But I'm talking about where? It is on the top of the
The
tree.
ground, on the ground.
That falls on the ground, but it is at the top of the tree because they take the longest to ripen. The bottom get ripened quickly, so we have to put in some effort. We have to obey our mother and father even if we don't like it. There are many things we have to do that we have to do even if we don't like it. It is not a choice. So we get the highest fruit, the sweetest mango we want, right? So protecting and obeying the mother and father is the highest fruit. And those who neglect their instructions, they immediately bring destruction upon themselves. Okay? If not immediately, if not immediately, they definitely will bring the destruction upon themselves. Okay? Understand? I hope you're scared. Okay? But we should not obey our parents because we're scared. We should be loving, and we should be loving them, and then we're obeying them, right? We don't worship Krishna because we're afraid of Krishna. We worship Krishna, why? Because we love Krishna. Okay. Okay, again, raise your hands if you want to recite this verse. Okay. Okay, Vishwa, you're disqualified because you had your hands raised from before. Okay, Rikshika Mataji, you can unmute and you can repeat after me.
Hare
Hare Krishna. Okay, again, everybody, although you will be mute, please repeat after me, okay? Mata Pita Cha Gurur Bharta
Krishna Guru Bharta
Nishta Yatavad Vande
Nishta Yada Vadvante
Naha Shreya Prasidhyati Nacha
Naya Shreya Prasiddhi Jnanacha
Samsara Mokshaha Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Okay, so what's the meaning of this verse? One who faithfully obeys mother, father, teacher, and protector attains welfare. Otherwise, both worldly and spiritual success are lost. Okay, so the one. So here there are four people mentioned: mother, father, teacher, and protector. And funny enough, parents are all right. Parents are, of course, mother and father. Parents are definitely teachers, and they're definitely our protectors. So we're getting all in one, right? So one who faithfully obeys the mother, father, teacher, and protector attains the welfare. Okay, so this is a little bit something more uplifting and not about bringing destruction upon yourself. So he will attain the welfare. So if you, so this is a better reason to love your parents, to worship your parents, to be obedient to your parent. Yes, protector is also Krishna. Yes, very nice. Okay. Um. Oh, sorry. I stopped share. Here it is. Okay, one last verse for today, so we can see what the shastras are telling us about the obeying the mother and father. So this is a little bit more abstract. We'll understand what is the meaning of this. So everybody knows this, right? Probably heard of it. Nectar of Instruction, verse 1. Okay. Taptakanchni, please unmute yourself. Repeat after me. Oh, I think her internet is a little bit bad. She got frozen. Okay, Kiranya, you're in luck. Taptakanchni got disconnected, I think. No, she's frozen. Please unmute yourself.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay. You can repeat after me. Again, everybody please repeat after me, even though you will be mute. Vacho vegam
Vachavegam
manasaha
Manasa
krodha vegam
Krodavegam
jiva vegam
Jivavegam
udharapastha vegam
Uttarapastavegam
etan vegan
Etan Vegan
yo vishahate
Yo Vishasati
dhiraha
Dhiraha
sarvam api mam
Sarvam Apimam
prithivim sashishyat.
Prativim Sasistaya.
Thank you very much. Okay. So, so we are especially, so we are not allowed to do any of these, right? But most importantly, that apply on our parents are is the vacho vegam and manasaha krodha vegam. And that is not until even because if when you get intelligence, when you get the resilience, you'll automatically be obedient, you will automatically worship your parents, right? But until we get that, we should not use the vacho vegam. We do not scream at our mom and dad, and we do not get angry at them. Please remember this is the key thing. Okay, devotees. So, today we will take today's vow. Okay, so it's 7 days, 7 vows. So today is day 2. So second vow.
Prabhuji, can you repeat what we should remember?
Yes, we should remember never use the vacho vegam. Never scream at your mom and dad. Never disrespect them in any way, right? And never manasaha krodha vegam. Never be angry at them or disappointed at them, or any negative feeling for them. All you should feel is gratitude. All you should feel is that feeling of respect, that feeling of worship, that they're worshipable. And all you should feel is happiness. Okay? Do not feel these
Prabhuji,
any
there
negative
is no
emotions.
homework today.
Sorry?
There is no homework today.
Wait, I'm getting there. Okay. So today's vow again. I will send you a screen. We will send you a screenshot in the Bhakti Vriksha group, and I want everybody to put this on their status. Okay. Okay. I want everybody to repeat after me. In the sacred presence and under the witness of Shri Shri Radha Madhav, our most revered Srila Prabhupada, and all the devotees and Vaishnavas assembled here, I vow to trust my parents' wisdom and experience. Okay, thank you very much. So I'll give you homework. You can take a screenshot or you can note it down. Just give me a moment. Okay, so today's homework. Give me a moment. Okay. Yes. So before you come tomorrow for class, I want you, or you have to, do one physical service for your mom and dad. Okay? So, physical in the sense, you can massage their feet, you can massage the head, you can oil their feet, you can oil the head, or whatever your mom would like to do, like pedicure, manicure, whatever. Okay? Before you come to class tomorrow, and I want you to do the same thing. I want you to note down what they said, what they felt, and I want to ask you, actually, I want a more detailed, that how you felt serving them. What did you feel? Okay? Okay, please do the homework. Okay, amazing. So, devotees, thank you so much for your time. We will end the class for today. We'll end day 2 today, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Okay, thank you very much for joining. Papa, your floor. If you any end notes.
Prabhuji, you did not share the screen for the homework.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, so you didn't note it down?
No.
Come on, you're the inspiration for everyone, even for the adults. Okay. You should note it down. Okay, I'll share my screen just for your happiness and for your enthusiasm. Okay? I want you to do this. Okay, understood? Got it? Very nice. Okay, thank you so much, devotees. I think we can offer our prayers and we can leave. Papa, any end notes?
No, that's all. Thank you so much, devotees, for joining today. I'm extremely grateful. My internet is really bad. I hope you are able to hear me. So if I request devotees to please come on the screen. Chaitan, I think you need to take the screen video. You can hide the non-video participants.
Okay. Okay, again, everybody, please stay on camera. Just because we're hiding non-video participant doesn't mean you can be off camera. Okay, please stay on camera. Okay, so I'll ask all of you to unmute. As soon as I say go, we will offer our prayers and we can leave. Okay, we can take a leave. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. भ्यो नमो नमः
जय कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय श्रील प्रभुपाद श्री गुरुदेव की जय हरे कृष्ण एवरीवन हरे कृष्ण चैतन्य कृष्ण
Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much for joining.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Hare Krishna. Papa, you're mute.
Ask to just wait for a few minutes if that's okay. Om Prabhu, Deepak Prabhu, Mohit, Mahesh, if that's
We
okay.
cannot hear.
Your voice is very low. Your voice is very low.
Hare Krishna, if I can just ask tribe leader to stay back for a few minutes. Om Prabhu, Deepak Prabhu, if you can give him a call. Shivani and Chandi, you may leave, no problems. Yeah, thank you. Rest of you can leave. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
अस्वी अधी तुम्ही जाऊ शकता हिमानी लाईव्ह स्ट्रीम ओम प्रभु लाइव स्ट्रीम ऑफ करना पड़ेगा ना
यस प्रभु जी टॉप से
ओके coming bit. Thank you. Thank you. महेश प्रभु, अगर मोहित प्रभु को आप फोन कर सके तो प्लीज। प्रभु जी, दीपक प्रभु को कॉल कर दीजिए प्लीज। गोपाल